Is it that student they are smoking at school? Is it that student they are kissing each other at school? Is it that student their misbehavior in classroom? They are so disrespectful in classroom. Is it that actually student they don't listen even to their master? Because a teacher in a classroom is your master. Is it that students they are not even respecting their parent anymore? A student they are not even try to follow the instructions of their parent. Really, this upcoming generation, they are so disrespectful. This upcoming generation. I just wake up this morning. I said, no man, I gotta share this thought, these ideas with my fellow parents, so that we can at least help our upcoming generation. We can help our kids. We can help our children, to become like us or to become better than even us, So, first of all, I want to talk about parent. As we are parent, so you give birth to your child, you have a child who's maybe under 5 years old. You need to educate him in a good way. You need to talk to him. I mean, a good way of educating someone is when you have a good conversation with him. When you have conversation with your child, it's very important. You show him the instructions of life. You show him the way a child must behave in a public. It's very important. It's very good. So actually, I've come to realize that as parents, we've lost it. We don't have time to talk to our kids. Maybe, for example, my wife, she's going to work and me too, I'm going to work. When we knock off, we come maybe at home late, We don't have time that we can talk to our kids, to our family, and we leave that responsibility in their teachers' hands, which is not good. I mean, as a parent, you need to contribute also in your kids' education. You need to impact them. You need really to show them a way. Like you need to be there in their lives. Talk to them, because when you talk to them, when you have a good conversation with them, if they listen to you, if you have good instructions, if you have good education which you used to give to them, wherever they will go, they will represent you. But if, for example, you are not there for them, I mean, wherever they will go, they will represent you in a bad way. But if you are there for them, talking to them, showing them a good way of living, a good way of respecting their elders, at least they will represent you in a good way. So parents, please, you need to be there for your kids. You need really to stand there for them, because the most important thing, they already come in the world. So you can't just leave them just like that. They are not old enough, You need to be there for them. You need to educate them. You need really to stand there for them. And also want to talk about teachers. Please, teachers, we care about our kids' educations. When we send them to school, it's because we know that we trust you. When we send our kids to school, it's just not because we really want them to go to school. We want them to have good educations. We really want them to dream bigger, to achieve things which even us as a parent we never achieve. That's why we send them to school, because we want all the best for them. That's why we send them to school. That's why we trust you, teachers, to be there for them. Because as a teacher, you are not just going to school to educate them. You're going to school to show them the way of living, to change their brain, to change the way they are thinking. Because education is transformation of being intellectual. That's it. So please, teachers, educate our kids in a good way. Show them love, be there for them. Of course, I see actually things are tough. Some of kids, they are smoking at school. Of course, actually, I see, things are already upgrade, I can see some of students, they are smoking in classroom. Some of them, they can kiss each other. We can see some videos all over internet. Students, they are dancing. They are drinking alcohol at school. Some of them, they are smoking. It's hard as a teacher, especially when you wish their best, and when you see such a thing, at school, you feel like, you can give up. Please don't give up. Of course, we need to educate this generation so that tomorrow we will have people that we can trust. If we don't educate this generation, who can we trust tomorrow? So please, teachers, be there for them, educate them, show them a good way of living, make them to be intellectual people. Please, if you are a student, you need to have a purpose. When you're going to school, you have a goal. You know that I'm going to school because I want to be this, I want to be that. You know your plan. You are a child. You need to see further. You need to have a vision of your life. That's why you're going to school, for you to get that transformation. So you need to be willing to get that transformation. You need to be willing to be educated. You need to be willing to change your life as an intellectual person. You need to be willing. You need to start behavior like someone who's full of sense, because we trust you. And when we see students in uniforms, they are going to school, we feel better. We say, wow, this is our future. They are our leaders for tomorrow. So please, students, change your way of thinking. If you are smoking, if you feel, because you can't smoke while you're going to school. You can't drink alcohol when you're going to school. You can't start these love things while you are underage. If you feel like you are able, you can follow your own ways, then don't go to school, because you are just going to damage other students, their brain, so that they can follow you. They can do things which you are doing, and yourself, that is not good. If you know that, if you are willing to change your life, if you are willing to dream bigger, stop those things that you are doing, like smoking, kissing each other at the school, sometimes you are drinking alcohol. Just stop it. For those who are 15 years old, for those who are 16 years, you can just be patient. In 2, 3, 4 years, when you finish that, you can do whatever you feel like you can do. But as a parent, when we send you at school, you as a student, you can't smoke while you're going to school. You can't drink alcohol when you're going to school. You can't start these love things while you are underage. If you feel like you are able, you can follow your own ways, then don't go to school, because you are just going to damage other students, their brain, so that they can follow you. They can do things which you are doing, and yourself, that is not good. If you know that, if you are willing to change your life, if you are willing to dream bigger, stop those things that you are doing, like smoking, kissing each other at the school, sometimes you are drinking alcohol. Just stop it. For those who are 15 years old, for those who are 16 years, you can just be patient. In 2, 3, 4 years, when you finish that, you can do whatever you feel like you can do. But as a parent, when we send you at school, you as a student, we send you to a teacher, your class master, who's gonna educate you, who's gonna give you some instructions of transformation for you to become a good leader also tomorrow. That's why we send you to school, for you to become, an intellectual person, someone who's full of sense. So please, be a good student, because if you don't accept that education, tomorrow is going to be late. We will see you in the street, start doing things which is not even allowed. So please, be focused. Thank you so much, guys. My name is Ngoi, and this is our new channel. Please subscribe and comment, like this video, push it forward. Let us try to pull it up. Thank you so much. Have a blessed day.